belonged on top of the pyramid.
It doesn't matter what you think. The judges didn't think that. That I look over and Yolanda, your child doesn't deserve to be on top. She got fifth overall. No, that is wrong. Three of you did not even deserve to be on top. Daviana got fifth overall. She got kicked out.
This time, Abby reduces one of the kids to a crying and sniffling mess, and she gets absolutely no payback for doing it. This episode starts on the back of defeating the Candy Apples 3 times in a row, and the dance moms and kids are super excited. Only if they knew what Abby was gonna do.
We beat the Candy Apples.
That's 3 in a row. This is the start of new beginnings. I hope this momentum can keep going and going. I think we can do it.
Our group dance was an amazing story.
Yeah, all the more reason why these two 14-year-olds should be on the team, not 8-year-olds.
Yep, she is probably not wrong. Abby says she is building a new Super ALDC team that no one is going to beat, and she is going to be cutting some of the girls off the team. But the moms know that Kalani will not be on that chopping block no matter what.
I don't know if the new moms understand like the level of how much Abby loved. Like I sat next to her one day and she was watching Kalani solo, and she was like, "Don't you just want her?"
I was just gonna say, Abby wants to be
She wants to be Kalani.
Kalani told me some things from last week when she was trying on costumes for her or something, and she was like, that with like a pair of boots and like leggings, and yes.
These dance moms think this is funny or interesting, but it just kind of sounds creepy. Yup, Abby just kind of sounds creepy, but they are correct. Abby is putting up dancers against Kalani to push her, and it is not going well for Daviana.
Abby is giving Daviana an ultimatum. You win or you go home. That's what she said. That's how much pressure she's putting on her. So she's really upset. Why are you upset?
Because her solo is obviously gonna win.
Don't you think it's all in your head?
No. If I'm singing, it's obviously not all in my head.
Gabby, it's only the first 20 seconds.
It doesn't matter. The first 20 seconds in my solo last year were amazing.
Remember when you beat her already? Was it so hard?
Yeah, you don't need a sage to know that that talk with Abby will not go well at all. Abby will say that none of the moms have a right to dictate dance moves to her, and if they know so much, they should probably take their kids home. Anyway, here is how the actual talk goes.
I feel like Kalani's solo is a little bit more challenging than mine, and I was wondering if you could change the difficulty.
I think you're not. She's rolling around on the floor. You did, what, 4 turns into a side area? You can't do that. I mean, I don't need to explain myself to a 14-year-old. This is ridiculous. I'll be damned. Nobody is telling me what to do. Why would I go out on a limb and try to make her dance better than yours? Kalani walked out. You have the upper hand.
Abby simply says she needs to get her stuff together and be as tough as nails. Anyway, Abby is trying to add a young dancer to the group, and that sets all sorts of sparks flying with the moms.
How can you speak to, you've been here for 2 weeks.
Abby wanted these 2 girls on our team because they're teenagers and they can do choreography. Abby picked you guys for a mini team and it didn't work out.
Why are our 2 girls here right now?
That was my question to you.
She sees something and it's a strong enough invitation.
Here is the thing. Daviana wants a harder choreography because she is scared that Kalani's choreography just looks better, while Kalani wants an easier choreography because she wants something easier to do.
That is going to be hard to beat. And it's not the turns, it's not the one grunge attack. It's the weird, unusual things that she's doing. Yours is more traditional.
I think Save Me is the perfect solo to have as my first solo since coming back to Abby's studio. But going head to head with Daviana is going to be interesting because her choreography is way harder than mine. What a lucky duck she is.
No, she does not think she is a lucky duck at all. Anyway, the moms say that Abby's attempt to create one huge competition team with mini and teen dancers is just not working out, and they mean it too.
Because she wants you here, no one's denying that, but our kids have earned the right to move on beyond choreography and do mature themes. A little 8-year-old shouldn't be in a teen number about reckless drive. There are things that aren't appropriate for your kids. Those minis are good. Really, this has nothing to do with them.
And then the moms of the mini leaves. Anyway, it is competition day, and the girls are ready to do their best. Yes, that includes crying Daviana, who is still scared that Kalani will destry her. Anyhow, here's how she does.
6th place, Shades of Blue.
This doesn't look good for Davi. I wasn't expecting 6th place. I know for sure Daviana wasn't expecting it. I really hope Abby find it in her heart, her teeny weeny little heart, to let Davi stay.
And in 1st place, Save Me.
I am so excited for Kalani. She was first overall.
This episode has some of the craziest baddies between moms you have ever seen. The fights are huge, big, and completely devastating. And Abby is, well, Abby. To make things worse, they are facing the candy apples. And here's how this starts out.
Being here in Pittsburgh at the Abby Lee Dance Company, it's coming home. This studio, I designed it myself, and there's so much history here. I can close my eyes in the room. All the memories just come flooding in. But right now, I'm a landlord. I had to give up my business in Pittsburgh. So now, another dance teacher is renting the studio. It's sad. I'm saving my tears for the pillow. Welcome to Pittsburgh.
We're home.
Anyway, Cathay is busy scheming and making creative plans to bring Abby down to destroy her. In fact, her plans are kind of cartoonishly evil. She is even dressed the way a villain in a Barbie movie might dress. You have to wonder if the producers of the show picked her outfit for her.
As you can see over here, we've got a red brick wall. This is a very controversial subject of building a wall, not for anybody to feel offended whatsoever, because our wall is against Abby. And I want to make sure that she understands that every morning when she wakes up, peers outside, that she's gonna see a red brick wall.
Yeah, why not bars? Kathy says that is so cliche. Instead, she prefers her wall. The moms are still grappling with the fact that they are back in Pittsburgh, and then Jill reads a tweet that one of the former moms posted about Kendall.
Haven't watched the show in 3 years, but nothing has changed. This po little child sucks at dancing, but now she's failing just as miserably at singing too. I literally cannot. Someone get that girl a damn soccer ball or something, cuz, C-U-Z, she hasn't found her talent yet. Meanwhile, is she forgetting my kid beat her kid on the dance floor? Really, you're gonna go that low?
And then Abby did something she never does. She put a kid who was 5th overall at the top of the pyramid over Kalani, who actually won her competition. And Kira is not going to take that easily at all. She is going to fight as hell to get her kid recognized.
That's why I'm so disgusted in the fact that you're gonna sit here and allow a child who has been here for not even a year on top of that pyramid for 5th overall, overlooking a kid who has been here for 4 years.
I felt that her performance on that given day, deservedly so, belonged on top of the pyramid.
It doesn't matter what you think. The judges didn't think that.
But it's my pyramid.
Whoa, this is insane. And then Kira tells Kalani that she will not be dancing no matter what, but the fights are just not going to end there. The moms are really riled up now, and they need somewhere to dump their anger. But then Kalani decides to be an adult and actually apologizes to Abby.
It's not that I don't want to be in the group dance, because I walked out here because I couldn't stand being in here without group.
Okay, well, I just can't go against a parent. Oh, don't make me cry. Cry, I love you. Well, you're gonna be in the dance for me. I don't care. I want you to be in the dance. We designed the dances around the cast that we have.
That's why I wanted to come talk to you, because I don't want.
Yeah, you could be in it, but you got to start right now.
I realize that Kalani wants to dance more than any.
Kalani can apologize to Abby all she wants. That does not mean the moms are not going to beat themselves up over things that are just not relevant. Anyway, that is exactly what they did, and Kira, of course, is the prime instigator.
I'm telling you right now, all of the girls have said that your daughter has stated numerous amounts of time she doesn't like it here, she hates being here, that she hates this. Do you realize what that does to these girls who have worked their asses off to get this team where they are? And now we have someone on the team who doesn't want to be here?
Cameron said that she didn't say it, so what do you want me to do with that?
She said, I hate this.
The last episode, the moms got into a huge disagreement over the filming of a music video, and it is now a divided camp. And the one thing that brings out the most insane parts of the moms is division. This time, the devastation comes when Holly realizes that the dance moms will just never be on her side. And here is how it starts out.
Didn't we win by 7 points?
I'm not going to deny the fact that you won. That's great. But I don't think it was your best performance. The routine had mistakes. Chloe, why would you go out on stage and not do the correct choreography? Everybody else did the choreography.
So Holly, Kira, and Jesslyn are on team not Abby, and the other moms are on team Abby. Melissa and Jill say that they are happy they chose to support Abby, despite all the horrible things Abby has done to them. Anyway, Abby drops a devastating news on the dancers.
Can you almost break and like rendezvous that around and then start your turn here?
Who's Abby's first love?
I don't think anybody has loved Abby.
Well, maybe that's what she needs.
Oh, she needs more than that.
That's what I said. I would love to do speed dating for her. Have her sit and have a line of men.
Is there a curtain?
But the team only has 2 teens on the team right now. Abby has a point though. The girls are growing, and Abby is not a teen teacher. But there is another problem. Abby thinks the girls are just not good enough to be teen dancers. And if you know Abby, you know she is not going with a team that is not good enough. Then Abby decides to talk about the women who betrayed her.
Where's Chloe? Her mother isn't here either.
Oh, crap.
That's not good.
Chrissy and Chloe are running late, and this is certainly not the week for this to happen. Like, she should have been here a half an hour early, not a half an hour late.
I hope Christy's not here, like, on purpose. I hope she's just running late.
I guess it's probably difficult for Chloe, not getting the attention, not getting a solo, not getting a duet.
Yep, Abby was definitely talking to the moms there, even if she was a bit too theatrical. And then the moms get sent upstairs where the sparks really start to fly. There are a lot of simmering hostilities, and here is how it comes up.
Up and shut your leg out and hit the floor, boom. Now pull it in, roll over, and start the pee-wees. 1, 2, 3, straight knees, straight knees. You need to do 4, 4, 4.
This week, my solo is called Love is War, and it's about a couple and they get on each other's nerves and fight a lot.
Well, maybe. It could also just be that she is just watching a funny video. But Holly is convinced that Abby is targeting her specifically. In fact, she has a whole woe is me monologue that basically just says that.
Jill, she wants Kendall to be a superstar. Jill, pay attention, because nobody's gonna be digging this routine. We have today, this is it, girls. It's now or never. We're gonna get on that bus and go to Bernardsville, New Jersey today. It's a duet. You have to dance together as one. Do it again.
Yeah, Holly, no one is gonna jeopardize their relationship with Abby just to stand with you and your kid. And Holly knows this too. She knows how cutthroat this entire gig is and how the moms are always falling over themselves to give their kid just one more tiny opportunity. So the game is really just the game. Anyway, the argument continued the next day too.
Oh, that's like a bonus point.
But I'm like nervous for her. No, I'm nervous for him. Right, I said that wrong.
How many times have you been to Disney World? I like all kinds of guys, and I have a whole list of things that I require. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Nice to meet you.
I'm Carl.
Okay, ladies, Carl.
Yeah, what did she really expect? Anyway, it is competition day, and Kalani performed really well. In fact, her set was basically flawless. Even Abby, who is always shouting at the girls, was forced to admit it.
I know it's Bernardsville, but Bernardsville is this far from New York City.
Come on, Kay. Come on.
Whoa, 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 where are you going?
Now I'm going to the restroom. So if you're gonna do it, let's do it, because you're here for a reason. Let's do it. I won't say a word.
Hey, G. Are you guys rehearsing?
I'd love for you to go over it.
Well, Kendall has got her work cut out for her. The only question now is if she is going to swim or she is going to sink. And you have to trust that Abby will be there with the harshest words no matter what happens.
Go grab her before I
Okay.
I'm gonna go get Nia. I don't want her to miss out on this special lesson. I'm frustrated, but even more than frustrated and angry, I'm disappointed. I just talked to Jill yesterday about having privates with teachers. I just don't understand why she does this. It's a piece of work. Nia, come on outside. We're just reviewing the dance. Put on some shoes.
What's she doing?
Gianna's working with Kendall.
Maddie and Kalani go head to head in this explosive episode of Dance Moms that will certainly leave you wondering. And then Abby gets hit with a lawsuit at the same time. This makes this episode one of the most insane ones we have ever seen on Dance Moms. And the episode starts with a court officer waltzing in and serving Abby court papers.
Some legal papers to get to her. Have a nice day.
Kelly's lawsuit is official. These women aren't like they were in the 50s or the 60s or even the 70s when they dropped their children off at the dance studio and they trusted you. I can't have this around kids. Trusted you to do right by them. Today they question me. They contradict me.
And we all know that you must never contradict Empress Abby. That is the #1 law of Dance Moms. And when the other moms realize what Kelly is doing, they actually rally around Abby. And for a moment there, you might have thought they actually liked her.
So she's suing her. And I am worried because we're a fractured team. And this is making it worse.
They want you to feel humiliated. This is your studio. This is your property.
I understand that, but I want to make a statement.
I don't know about that. It's in your best interest to say nothing.
We don't really know what Kelly is suing for, but it is clearly distressing enough for Abby that it destroys her morning. Thankfully, something new happens that takes Abby's mind off the lawsuit, and that is Kalani and Kira joining the lineup.
I don't know if anybody else is. This weekend, we are traveling to Detroit, Michigan.
You know who lives in Detroit, in Michigan? Ava and her mom, Jeanette.
I already know she's doing it solo. It's on Facebook.
She's gonna be better, she's gonna be bigger, she's gonna be more fabulous.
Jeanette and Ava were kicked off the Select Ensemble.
I was never told she was cut.
Yeah, Jeanette really wants to destroy Abby and her dance company, but Abby does not look like she cares. And then she announces the big showdown that everyone has been waiting for, and it is Maddie versus Kalani at the competition with their solos.
This is the big showdown everybody's been waiting for. But if that other kid, the Stalker's kid, gets anywhere up there even near you guys, look out.
Already the preferential treatment has begun. Kira, she's wanted this since the first moment that Kalani joined the team.
It's only fair that Maddie and Kalani go head to head.
Sorry, Holly, your Nia is just not as hot on the block as Kalani. She just does not have that aura, but Holly is not letting it go. She actually goes and basically brings the fight to Kira, but Kira does not budge at all.
Week after week, month after month, we're vulnerable. We're all in a very vulnerable situation. We're totally exposed. And I really resent the fact that you get to go and come as you please, and it's okay. It's not right for those who do all of the work.
Well, what do you want me to? You want me to go down there and say, "Oh, this isn't correct. You need to punish me"?
Everything's fun and games for you guys.
It seems Holly is really on fire now because she is basically picking fights with everyone. She also finds a way to pick a fight with Abby. But to be fair, that is a really easy thing to do. Abby is very easy to fight with.
We need to be out of this room 3 freaking times, and she still doesn't have lipstick on. Okay, I'm finished. You're on your own, babe. Good luck.
Come on, Abby. It's Nia's turn. Every child got a critique from Abby, except I'm trying really hard to bite my tongue. And any other week, I probably would say something. But at this week, knowing what she's going through, I'm not going to stoop to her level.
Then Jeanette, who is all the way in Detroit, calls Holly and tells her that Abby is such a horrible person and cannot be treating young kids in such a terrible way. But the other dance moms don't want to hear it. Sure, they might hate Abby, but they kind of hate Jeanette more, which is super duper weird.
You're so desperate that you start getting vindictive because your kid wasn't liked or your kid didn't fit in or whatever it is. I pulled up Jeanette's Facebook and there was Christy talking against Abby at a meet and greet and she's sitting there filming her.
Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Jeanette wants revenge.
Yeah, I wonder why. During practice, Abby reads Maddie and Kalani the riot act and tells them that Ava, Jeanette's kid, must not come close to either of them. That is the golden rule. And then they get to the competition and Abby is even extra rude to Jeanette and her team. Because why not?
Lo and behold, Stalker and her posse, none of them have I ever seen before. These kids, a bunch of nobodies. Don't say a word.
Welcome to Michigan.
Jump up, run over and give Ava a hug. Like nobody said anything, nobody said hello. Very, very different. And I don't really understand why.
No one even asked you, Kira. Anyway, it is time for the showdown, and it really goes down. Jeanette reports Abby to the authorities, and Abby tries to mess with some of Kira's dancers.
Hear the echoes of our footsteps on these glitter-painted streets.
I'm kind of curious, Abby, why were you backstage trying to get in my daughter's face?
Oh my God.
You stay away from Ava.
You are bold-faced lying. I was 60 feet away from your kid.
Do not come and correct anything about her. Abby's made a big mistake.
It looks like Jeanette thinks the best way for her to beat the Abby Lee Dance Company is to get them disqualified. Well, let us see just how much luck she has with that, because this Abby Lee is never going down without a fight.
You can't go backstage when another group is dancing and intimidate anyone.
How dare you speak to me that way? How dare you?
I'm just here to have your back about what happened backstage. Why are you telling Ava when she needs to go and when she doesn't?
I wasn't speaking to her. Was
She
you
said,
dressing
"Are you
her?"
talking to me?" and looked behind her, and you said yes.
Ironic, I went back there to make sure nothing was going wrong with my kids. This is
Sounds like it's more of a...
The results are so shocking to Abby that she decides that it cannot be true. How can Maddie come second? And how can Kalani come fourth? How can Ava, Jeanette's kid, beat Kalani? Well, there is a simple explanation for all of that.
Third place, the Stalker's kid. Is Maddie gonna win this or not?
And the second highest solo today, entry number 23, The Judgment, Maddie.
Maddie beat Kalani. Maddie's still my #1 girl, but she's second. Look at this competition. It's a joke.
Yeah, how did Ava beat Kalani?